Hey guys, welcome back. Scott here with Circle Shore. Today we are going to go through some asymmetrical movements. I really like asymmetrical movement patterns. One of those really beneficial tools that we can have to help stabilize our body as we are going through different motions. I really like the kettlebell as well for any of the asymmetric movements just because it is such a versatile object. One of those things that you can control it fairly easily, but it's also an unknown with the bell as we are moving if you're doing things like cleans, snatches. Also can vary the weight, whether you have it in front or in back. You can also change any of those movements, any of those exercises that we're doing to make it a little easier, a little bit harder, or just change the stress that we're putting on our different stabilizer muscles, whether that is hips, shoulders, core. You can change kind of how we are using those and the different variations that we're doing those movements. There are a lot of different exercises that we can do with the kettlebell. I'm just going to go through a couple of my favorite ones with you guys right now to try and help get you moving in some of these asymmetric patterns to try and help create some of that core stability especially. It's going to be a really good way to kind of concentrate everything there and keep us from having these big rotations as we're moving. Okay? So, kettlebell is also one of those easy things. It doesn't take a lot of space. You can get a really good workout with this, or just get a really good accessory movement workout as well. So, starting off, we're just going to go with a single leg deadlift. Single leg deadlift is really good where we can stabilize through our hip. We're trying to keep nice and stable, rotate through that hip, that hinge. Not trying to have a whole lot of side to side. You can also vary where the stress is. If you want to go two hands, one hand is going to add a little bit more rotational stress, try and keep you from rotating as much, versus if you want to go same side. Hard part with same side is keeping nice and flat. A lot of times we're going to want to rotate out. Don't want to rotate out, but really try and keep everything nice and stable, nice and still, coming down and up. A little bit of rotation is going to be okay. Other things that we can do off of this is we can add some rotation in where we have that planned rotational stress at the hip that we can do with a little bit of that asymmetry. Next one that we're going to go through is just going to be clean. So going with kettlebell, just going to be a little swing as we come up and across. The big goal, just so that it doesn't crash down on our forearms, is we want to really roll our wrist so that that kettlebell is coming up nice and across. We're not really getting that crash down. Okay? From here, so it's just coming up, trying to get that little kind of flick of the wrist where we're just trying to move it across and try and rotating it through here. With this, we can do a lot of different variations where we can even go into squat and try and have that asymmetrical load, again, trying to stay nice and straight. Or we can just go into a little bit of a clean. Depending on how heavy this is, you might even have to go a little bit of a power clean, going standing up versus going into, again, that full kind of clean hip. Big thing with this is I don't want these big rotations where you're coming down, having those big asymmetries. We're trying to keep everything nice and stable. We're just trying to load that one side to try to make it a little bit harder for us and try and get those core muscles and all those other stabilizer muscles taxed a little bit so that we can encourage them to be a little bit more active as we're actually using those other barbell, any kind of daily movements that we're doing. Okay? Last one that we're going to go through with this is windmill. I really like the windmill. It's one of those really great movements that you can do to try and help stabilize a little bit of everything. A little shoulder, a lot of core, a little bit of legs. So from here, we're just going to go nice up overhead, sliding down the leg, rotating, keeping that arm nice up overhead, going down, and going back up. So, really good movement, especially for shoulder, where we're having to stabilize through these different ranges of the shoulder, as well as a lot of core where we're side bend and that rotation. This is going to be really good along with kind of Turkish get up, other movements like that, where we're really getting more total body movement as opposed to just a little bit more of an isolation. Those are some really good kettlebell exercises that I like. They're asymmetrical movements. I really think that you should have them into your workout, into your accessories, or anything just to keep you moving normally and keep you happy and healthy. Try those out.